Here's my story of my ex-wife from Ethiopia. Though, of course, before I met her, she was basically in Ethiopia. She was a virgin, and I know how to check for it, obviously. She lived with her father, and everything seemed hanky dinky. For 5 years, I've talked to her for 5 years, And the thing is that I also put things on the table. I told her everything that she needed to know about me. But of course, I expected she's going to be in her good personality and her good character when I arrive. So after 5 years of talking to her, because I had little financial problems, I saved up enough money. Plane tickets are very, very hard to come by, very expensive. And eventually, I got enough courage and knowledge, to come and meet her. Now, the thing is that I talk to a lot of people because I'm a therapist. And a lot of people said, including how I was raised, never trust a woman or kids, And I said, okay, I have to try to give everybody a chance, right? All right? Because of my background, So I traveled out there to see her on a one-way trip ticket. Went to go see her. But I'm gonna make this short story within 10 minutes so you can understand where I'm coming from. I'm like one of the only guys on the internet who actually records what I'm doing. Virginity, polygyny. Living with her father figure. A lot of guys can't do that. I'm also eccentric, so I actually like to be myself. I don't like to act in character and the social norms. So after 5 years, traveled to see her. She was good while I was out there. I told her I was an indigo child. I was told her I like this, yada 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 yada. Told her everything. Okay. I even gave her, some incentives and also just in some precautions. If she gets tired or something, give her some way out. You know what I'm saying? Because people get bored. Human beings do change. You have to understand that. Loyalty has expiration date on it, and Steve Harvey said that. Obviously, I know that. I have never really been in a relationship, but in my past, I did some things to keep myself away from, relationships that are unstable, especially in the Western women. I don't deal with Western women when it comes to relationships, only on the business side of things. But as I traveled out there after the 5 years of talking to her, okay, she was good. I lived out there. One-way trip ticket. Everybody told me, you got a one-way. Yes, I did. It is illegal to literally live in any country on a dual citizenship. You can only stay in the country for only like a 30 days to 60 days at a time. So I just want to give y'all the heads up before it happens because I had to go to court. They stopped my plane ticket and everything I had to do everything started over. I had to leave the country because of why? Because my Holy Spirit. I know most of you guys don't know what the Holy Spirit is or that little voice that talks to you. But my Holy Spirit's telling me it's time to leave. And that's my daughter too. That's my daughter, My firstborn daughter who was in Ethiopia. But I don't want to make the story too long. Like I said before, I didn't want to leave Ethiopia. I was there kind of like legally, because you can't overstay your welcome in any country, right? All right, okay, you got that. And so as I lived out there for 2 years, everything is okay, hanky dinky, no kind of problems. But then the spirit told me it's time to. I tried to lose my passport. This is it's time to come back home. I didn't want to come back home, so I tried to lose my passport. It didn't work because the Holy Spirit said there's a war coming. And it told me, and lots of magical things happened while I was out there. Had complete peace, and also my six pack was here. And it was very ripped. My six pack was really ripped because I was always outside. It's really warm out there. A lot of beautiful things. Not a lot of people out there don't have ego. They're not really so egocentric, like in America, But anyway, I had to bring her back. So eventually I brought her back, and people told me not to bring her back. But my Holy Spirit told me to bring her back because she was wearing a mask. And I said, on the incentive that I get her sister, I'm doing polygyny anyway, virginity, polygyny, and her father was living with her, She agreed. So I can get her sister, divorce her after 5 years without breaking any laws and then go get their sister and still be with them at the same time, because that's my goal. I'm a true alpha that indigo. I'm tired of saying the word alpha because it gets played out. But I'm the type of guy who has priorities and standards. That's all, Virginity, polygyny, father figure. Okay, I always teach this all the time. I even tried to teach Kevin Samuels about it, but he didn't. He focused on more money, okay? I don't, okay? So eventually, long story short, tried to lose my passport. That failed, and I brought her back into America, okay? But of course, my Holy Spirit wanted me to, and I had to marry her, and then she had my firstborn child, okay? I recorded it and everything. I record everything I do. There are a lot of betas who don't like me. I don't really care, okay? I know a lot of you guys are still simps out there. You don't even know what the word simp truly means. But I digress here. So I brought her back, and what happens? What do you think happened? Since you people did tell me not to bring her back, I had to bring her back because my Holy Spirit told me to, because she was wearing the mask, right? And I told her the consequences of her action if she tried to cheat or try to steal. Guess what she did? And I'm a therapist, and I actually asked her, I said, is anything wrong? But one day she for some reason got in her hidiness, okay, I don't know. After 2 or 3 years of staying in America with me, okay, me providing everything, okay, me giving her happiness, she wanted to try to slip up, okay. So I wondered, hey, I can track everything on her phone. I have everything. I can see what she's doing. But I allowed her. See, the word allow means it bothers feminists. It bothers people who are sick, okay. And I say, okay, like children, okay. Women and children are the same to me. Okay? They both need discipline, but I'm an alpha, so I'm speaking on terms of psychology here. You need, even you guys, you need training, okay? You need to be educated, all right? You need knowledge in your life and discipline. So I gave her everything she needed, and one day I tried to take the phone from her like a disciplinary, okay, like I am. And I said, because she wasn't doing her womanly duties, okay? This is a problem for a lot of women. They get lazy, okay? So I did my husbandly duties, okay? I was married to her for 3 years. So next thing you know, long story short, I tried to discipline her, and she calls the police on me for trying to discipline her. Well, she pulled a knife on me, man. She pulled a knife on me because I tried to take your phone from her because she was on the phone too much. It's not like walking on eggshells. You're just on the phone too much, okay? You're not doing your duties in the house. What do? I don't do anything. The government pays me because I'm crazy, right? Okay, I get paid. Okay? I have special abilities and shit. Yeah, I'm a holy child, right? Okay, right? So other than that, she calls the police on me, and I'm like, I said, that's what I wanted, because the Holy Spirit said, if she calls the police, you're safe. I did not believe she would do that, but she did. She called the police on me because I deflected the knife from her hand, and I gave her the backhand to take the phone, because you raised a knife at me. That's self-defense, baby. But do you think there was some kind of difference from me in the court of law? No, they kicked me out. They was like, she called the police. Okay. I said, okay. So now it's just me and my 2 daughters. So I had 2 daughters, actually. One born in Ethiopia and one born in America. And now she is about to be kicked out because she didn't think of the repercussions of her actions. And I said, hey, you called them. Okay, she can't take it back. Now I can't go back to her country now because I can't get her sister. She broke everything. She reneged on her promise and her word to me. What am I supposed to do? Okay, I don't need to go nowhere. I'm usually in the house. I don't go out to work. I'm usually at the house. Okay? But anyway, that's my story of my wife betraying me. And now she's suffering all the karma because of her identity. Okay, so I'm not responsible. I told her. She saw all the magical things that happen in Ethiopia too. And the thing is that, how somebody sees something and they just ignore it? That was her. She saw all the stuff, the magical stuff that I did. For some reason, she just brushed it off like, oh, you're nothing. So she was wearing a mask. So I recommend, my advice to you guys is to leave them there and bring the children back. All right? And that's all I really want to say about that. I don't think it's wise to bring them unless you hear a Holy Spirit saying to do so. That's another story. But she did betray me. Okay, and it's not a bullying video or anything. It's just a true story that happened. Recorded everything. And okay, I'm just eccentric like that. Okay, just don't bring them back. Okay, I think that's the best decision. Okay, you can promise them something if they're good. Okay, but you got to have a backup. Women change. Okay, children change. Things change. You got to have a backup plan, guys. You got to think ahead. Okay? Know thyself more than anything else. True story now. Okay, right? So now I have another story to tell when I went to the Gambia. Okay? Same bad time, same bad channel. Okay? That video is next. Okay? Isn't that an interesting story? True story. I'm okay now. She gave me all what I have now. Peace.